There's a saying we all know. Don't wait for tomorrow, do it today. Sounds simple, right? But have you ever asked yourself, why we still wait? Why we still postpone that one decision, that one step, that one change, as if tomorrow is promised to us? Meet Raghav, a 29-year-old man with dreams bigger than the sky, but a habit smaller than a minute, the habit of delay. He had plans, thousands of them. He wanted to start a fitness routine. He wanted to call his parents more often. He wanted to build his own business, write his book, and chase his dreams. But every time he looked at his to-do list, he would whisper the same three deadly words: from tomorrow. And guess what? That tomorrow never came. Every morning, Raghav would wake up with enthusiasm. He'd make promises to himself. I'll start today. I'll change today. But then the phone rang. The emails came. The laziness kicked in. By noon, he was tired, not from work, but from thinking too much and doing nothing. He'd tell himself, today doesn't matter. Tomorrow will be better. And slowly, that became his story. One morning, Raghav got a phone call. It was his best friend Amit, crying. Raghav froze. What happened, he asked. Amit said, Raghav, Dad passed away last night. There was silence. Raghav couldn't breathe. He remembered he hadn't met Amit's father in months. In fact, he had promised to visit last week, but he postponed it. Next Sunday, he had said. And that Sunday never came. That night, Raghav sat alone on his balcony. Rain was falling, quietly, endlessly. He stared at the sky and whispered to himself, how many things have I postponed? He realized something terrifying. Life doesn't wait. Dreams don't wait. People don't wait. Only we do. He looked at his notebook full of ideas, his gym bag lying in the corner, his unfinished goals, and he whispered, tomorrow is not real. It's just an excuse wearing a mask of hope.
Next morning, Raghav did something unusual. He woke up at 5:30. No phone, no scrolling, no thinking. He went for a run. He came back sweating, breathless, but smiling. For the first time in years, he felt alive. He opened his old notebook. Page 1 said, Dream. Start your own podcast. He had written it 3 years ago. He smiled and said aloud, Do it today. He recorded his first episode that very day. No mic, no fancy setup. Just his phone, his heart, and his words. One action, one small step, that's all it took. The next day, he posted it online. 5 people listened, then 10, then 100, and soon thousands. People wrote to him, Your story motivated me to start mine. And that's when Raghav realized, you don't have to be perfect to begin. You just have to begin. He stuck a note on his mirror. If not now, then when? Every morning he read it aloud. And slowly, procrastination turned into momentum. Momentum turned into discipline, and discipline turned into success. You might be Raghav too. Maybe your dream is sleeping inside a notebook. Maybe your tomorrow has stolen too many of your todays. But listen, you don't need a perfect plan. You just need to start. Imperfectly, bravely, now. Because later is a myth, and someday is a graveyard for dreams.
Psychologists say it's not motivation that creates action. It's action that creates motivation. The first 5 minutes of any task are the hardest. Once you start, your brain adapts. It says, we've begun, now let's keep going. So next time you feel lazy, don't think. Count backward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just start. That's how astronauts launch rockets. That's how dreams take flight. There are millions who never begin. The writer who never writes. The singer who never sings. The dreamer who never acts. Because they're waiting for the right day, for the right mood, for the right chance. But here's the truth. There is no right time. There's only now. Once, Raghav met an old man in the park. White hair, calm eyes, peaceful smile. The man said, "I'm 83, my boy. You know what hurts most?" Raghav asked, "What?" He replied, "Not the things I did, but the things I didn't." That sentence changed Raghav forever. He started teaching others what he learned, that small actions daily create big changes. He spoke in schools, offices, even on streets. People began calling him the do-it-today guy. He laughed, because that's all he ever wanted, to stop waiting and start living. So now it's your turn. Yes, you listening right now. You've got something in your heart, don't you? A dream, an idea, a promise, a change you've delayed. Maybe it's a call you need to make, a skill you need to learn, a letter you need to write, a walk you need to take. Whatever it is, don't wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow is just today in disguise. Close your eyes for a second. Imagine yourself 10 years from now, older, wiser, looking back. What would that version of you say? Would they thank you for starting today? Or regret that you waited? Regret has a heavy voice. It whispers, you could have, you should have. But gratitude sings louder. You did it. You tried. You began. Don't underestimate the power of one action. A 20-minute walk can change your health. A 10-minute call can save a relationship. A 5-second decision can change your destiny. The world doesn't reward intention. It rewards execution.
Yes, you'll get tired. Yes, you'll doubt yourself. Yes, there will be days when nothing works. But remember, the one who keeps going, even slowly, reaches farther than the one who waits for perfect conditions. So move. Crawl if you must, but move. Today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Use it. Honor it. Do one thing today your future self will thank you for. Years later, Raghav looked back. His podcast had grown into a movement. He had written books, inspired millions, and built a life of meaning. And it all began on one ordinary morning when he said 3 simple words, "Do it today." He smiled and whispered, "If I had waited for perfect timing, I would still be waiting." So today, stop scrolling, stop doubting, stop overthinking. Take that first step. Write that first word. Speak that first line. Dream that first dream out loud. Because one day you'll realize, I started when I was ready enough. When the sun sets tonight, ask yourself, did I do something that moved me forward? If the answer is yes, you're already winning. If the answer is no, remember, you still have time. Not tomorrow, now. So don't wait. Don't wish. Don't wonder. Do it. Do it scared. Do it messy. Do it tired. But do it today. Because today is all you ever really have.